my beautiful beings. It is so lovely to have you here in my little studio sanctuary. Once again, I am your host, Star Lotus. I am a Reiki master, crystal alchemy sound bowl player, artist extraordinaire, makeup, jewelry, energy codes coach and facilitator, and just a billion other things that I do. It is so lovely to have you guys with me tonight. I wanted to start off by letting you guys know that I just released a new album on all of the streaming platforms. So if you go on my link in my bio, you can check it out. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all that stuff. And it's an EDM album that's based in the Crystal Alchemy sound bowls. If you check out my YouTube, I also just released some visuals that we did. So super cool stuff, super cosmic music. It's going to hype you up and keep you grounded at the same time, giving you all these beautiful vibrations. So I just want to let you guys know to go check that out. I ran out of ink in my printer, so we're going to be going on the iPad again for my little introduction. So let me open this up. Alrighty, so I'm happy that you're here tonight taking this time for yourself, for your nervous system, for your heart, and for your embodiment. We are heading into a powerful Leo full moon this coming Sunday, February 1st, and tonight's session is a gentle preparation, a soft landing into the energies that are beginning to stir, a space to ground, integrate, and recalibrate as we move towards this lunar peak. Lately, many of us have been living in our minds, overthinking, trying to understand why things are happening, how to fix them, how to become the version of ourselves that will finally make everything work. Straining to find answers, replaying scenarios, wondering if we're doing the right things, wrong, or not enough. And while thinking absolutely has its place, there comes a moment when thinking harder no longer bridges clarity, it only creates more contraction in the system. So tonight is about creating a bridge from the mind to the heart, from thinking to feeling, and from forcing to allowing, from control to trust, letting the mind soften and letting the heart lead. Leo is the archetype of the heart, courage, creativity, leadership, and childlike wonder. The heart is not only emotional, it is deeply intelligent. It is a center of coherence, clarity, and truth. When awareness shifts from the mind to the heart into the body, something begins to reorganize. We begin to sense instead of analyze. We begin to trust instead of control. This full moon is also preparing us for the upcoming eclipse season, a powerful time of accelerated change, deep clearing, and major energetic shifts. We are releasing heavy energy from the past few years, old identities, old survival patterns, old coping mechanisms, and old versions of ourselves that were shaped during the times of contraction, fear, and instability. Not everything can come with us. Not everything is meant to be carried forward. This full moon supports a safe release, a gentle letting go of what no longer fits. We are also working with strong Aquarius energy tonight, the energy of big vision, innovation, and future timelines. Aquarius invites us to expand our perspective and sense into what wants to be birthed through us. Leo brings that vision back into the heart, helping us embody it, feel it, and trust it. This becomes a dance between vision and embodiment, between future and present, between expansion and grounding. And stepping into unfamiliar growth can feel scary. The body often reads newness as anxiety, even when it is actually excitement, because those sensations feel very similar in the nervous system. So if parts of you feel unsure, hesitant, or not fully ready, those parts don't need to be pushed away. They need to be met. They need to be heard. They need to be reassured. When new energy comes online, the parts of us that are still integrating often get louder, not to block us, but to show us where the love is needed, where safety is needed, where regulation is needed. Some parts of ourselves need to be felt, heard, witnessed, and integrated. We don't force growth, we create safety for expansion. Starting new cycles can feel messy, unclear, nonlinear, or even disorienting, and that's okay. It's the natural rhythm of transformation. So tonight's sound healing is an invitation into presence with what is here now, softness with yourself, and compassion for the parts of you that are still adjusting. You don't need to figure out anything tonight. You don't need to push, force, or analyze. You simply get to receive. Let this be a space where your body can soften, your breath can deepen, and your heart can open, and your nervous system can remember safety. So before I introduce the bowls, I want to get us into that heart coherence energy. So if you have found yourself overthinking, which is kind of the energy right now, we're trying to figure everything out and we're trying to force ourselves to be better. We're trying to, okay, what can I do to make myself this or that or that? And we're coming with such like big, sometimes ideas that it almost seems like impossible. And then we start overthinking, overprocessing, and we get ourselves so into it. And it's like we're trying to force something that's not ready because there's still parts of ourselves that are trying to integrate. So if you have found yourself overthinking or you have found yourself in kind of a weird mood, I've been really tired this week. Just a lot coming up with this full moon. And remember, full moons are bringing light to things. That full moon is shining the light on anything that needs to be cleared, anything that needs to be left behind that we can't take with us into this new area of energy that we're stepping into, this new, greater, higher version of ourselves. Things are going to come up so that we can ground and integrate them. So if you found yourself overthinking or you found yourself feeling like a little bit off, let's take it to the body. You know, we always work with embodiment here. So take it to the body and see where you're feeling it in the system. Allow your mind to kind of go for a second. Allow it to kind of focus on the things that you've been worried about and the things that have been going around. Maybe you've been looping. I've been looping a little bit lately, but I'm also integrating it because the things that are coming up, like we always talk about, they're road signs. They're telling us, hey, this is where you need to do the work. So let's take a moment right now just to kind of work on embodying what we've had coming up for us during this cycle. And eclipse season is about to start. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of energy. There's also Neptune going into Aries soon, which is like really powerful energy. Like, if I'm not an astrologer, but if you hear all this astrologers talking, it's like that the last time that Neptune was in Aries is when, or Aries was in Neptune or whatever, was when we had like the Civil War. So there's like, as you guys know, there's a lot of energy coming up and it can be a lot for us to take on. And like I said, that mind can always be spinning, spinning, spinning like a ceiling fan. And if it's spinning and you can't stick your finger up there because your finger will get hurt, you know, like your mind is going, going, going. We can never allow that gut wisdom to rise. We can never integrate if we're just going to stay stuck in our thinking mind. So let's embody what's going on lately. Let's embody what we're feeling. Let's be a little bit careful about the images and the media that we're taking in and kind of cleanse ourselves in that way too, because there's a lot of brain rot out there. There's a lot of stuff that's just coming in and creating division. Like, it's good to be informed, but it's not good to be overly into all that stuff, because really what's going to create the change that we want to see is us on a personal level all coming together and treating each other the way that we want to be treated and treating each other with kindness and love and gentleness. So take it to the body. What's been coming up for you lately? See where you feel it. I know a lot of the times I feel it in my solar plexus, but lately I've been feeling it a little bit lower in my hips and my root chakra, that sense of security, safety, stability. The sacral chakra, that sense of like relationships with people and communication with people and everything that you have going on. And it's just on different levels right now. So I've been bringing it down a little bit lower into the system. So I want you guys to kind of identify where you're feeling it. And once you identify where you're feeling it, you don't have to loop anymore. You don't have to think about it. Let's drop it now. Drop the thoughts. We know where we're feeling it. And we're going to breathe into that space with that central channel breath. So again, if you're new here, or if you're not, you always hear me talk about the central channel breath because that's the work that I do with Dr. Sue Mortar. So we're going to be breathing in from 2 feet above the head because we're including the upper chakras. So we're going to take nice, deep belly breaths. Put your hand on your belly and your hand on your heart and see where you're breathing right now, even without taking it in from 2 feet above. A lot of the times, your shoulders will raise before you expand your belly. I want you guys to work on expanding the belly first and then breathing into the upper lobes of the lungs. So through the nose, we're going to do all through the nose breathing. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Take a deep breath in from about 2 feet above. Belly first. Then the upper lobes of the lungs. Really breathe in, breathe bigger than the body, and slowly, slowly exhale 2 feet below. Through the nose, slow down that breath. Breathing back up after belly button to spine, really push it all out. Breathe back up from 2 feet below. Then the upper lobes of the lungs. And slowly, slowly exhale 2 feet above. So we're breathing 2 feet above, 2 feet below, meeting in that belly. And then I want you guys to really start breathing into that space that you were feeling when you thought about the things that were coming up for you this past week, or maybe just today, or whenever. Like I said before, you can always take things to the body that happened in the past if there's something that you want to work on, but even taking the things that are happening right now to the body is going to allow that gut wisdom to come up for you to understand yourself better, for you to have communication between your conscious and subconscious minds. So slowing down the breath and allowing to integrate into the body is where we're really going to be making these connections and integrating. So since we're really heart-based today, because it's a Leo full moon that we have coming up, I brought in this whole set is based in F, which is based in the heart chakra. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. But we're going to work with today bringing in that sense of loving presence, that breath of loving presence. So as we've already identified the area that we're feeling a little bit of that tension, a little bit of that contraction, like we talked about earlier, things that are contracting us, things that are making us feel like we're smaller, like we can't do it, like everything's bigger than us. Like nothing is ever bigger than you. It's just building the circuitry to be able to handle it. And we have to build that circuitry because things are going to get bigger and bigger as we get bigger and bigger. It's just like you start a job and you first have like some simple little, things, but as you grow in the job, you're going to have more things that are higher levels to deal with. It's just like that. So it's like as we grow, we have more to take on. And so building that circuitry is going to help us so that it's never stymieing us. It's never contracting us. We're continuously expanding, and we're contracting and expanding and contracting and expanding and integrating that. So for the breath of loving presence, I want you guys still the 2 feet above and 2 feet below, but as you're breathing and breathing into that space, you can give it a little gentle hug wherever you were feeling it. Like I said, mine is kind of lower, so I'm going to do that mula bandha, that root lock, that tightening of the pelvic floor muscles just a little bit. That will bring you down into the system and give you that sense of safety and stability. And then breathe into that space, really expand, feel the expansion. And as you're breathing into that space, I want you guys to think of something that brings you a loving feeling. That may be a person, a place, maybe it's your pet, maybe it's your best friend, maybe it's the breeze on a beautiful day at the ocean, or looking out over the prairies and watching the wind take the grass, anything like that. Think of that feeling that just brings you that that sigh, that loving vibration, or if it's like you're squeezing your pet, you're like, oh, I love you so much, that feeling. I want you guys to bring that feeling into your breath and bring that feeling into the space where you were feeling contracted, where you were feeling a little charged, or you're feeling a little triggered. Remember, that trigger, that charge is telling you exactly where to do the work and exactly where to bring the love. So I want you guys to work on bringing that loving feeling into that space as you breathe and really expand against that little hug that you're giving the area with your muscles. If it's up in your upper lobes of the lungs, make sure to bring that shoulders down and back to really activate the heart. Literally pulls on a little muscle that's going to activate that area. And breathe bigger than the body. Breathe to the top of that breath. Really bring it in there and integrate that. Because when you're blending that feeling in that space of loving presence with that feeling of contraction, and you're bringing that love in there, you're really going to get everything firing on the circuits. You're going to start feeling that flow. You're going to feel your toric field just start flowing so much better. So bring it in there. Bring in that loving vibration. We're going to work on that during the sound bath. So let us bring in the bowls right now. So I'm going to give you guys a little voice. And you know what? I'm going to start some of these little sounds early too. I've got some cicadas that I recorded in North Dakota. It's one of my favorites to put on. Alrighty, so tonight we will be working with the key of F major, which felt like the perfect energetic container for everything we're moving through right now. F major gently guides us down into the heart, supporting emotional integration, compassion, and trust. It supports intuition and inner vision, or A supports intuition and inner vision, helping us soften out of overthinking and into embodied awareness, allowing us to sense rather than analyze and to trust what we feel. And by grounding the scale with C, we create a strong foundation of safety, stability, and presence in the body. So energetically, we'll be working with F, A, and C, the heart chakra, the third eye, and the root chakra, while also bringing in a high C, which connects us to the life purpose chakra, helping us align with soul direction, clarity, and authentic expression. This combination creates a beautiful bridge between heart, intuition, grounding, and purpose, supporting us as we integrate new energy and step into unfamiliar growth with greater trust and coherence. So, let me introduce the bowls. My low F is amethyst platinum, which is deeply calming and soothing for the nervous system, helping to release emotional contraction, quiet mental noise, and bring us into a state of peace and receptivity. My middle F is divine sister alchemy, which carries a very nurturing, supportive, and compassionate frequency, encouraging emotional openness, softness, and deep self-connection. To ground everything into the body, we'll be working with multiple C bowls. My large grounding C is imperial topaz with aqua ore gold, which supports grounding, confidence, clarity, and embodied presence, while also gently uplifting the emotional field. My middle C is malachite platinum, which is deeply transformational, supporting emotional detox, releasable patterns, and heart root coherence, helping us feel safe to let go and move forward. My high C works with the life purpose chakra, which relates to our acceptance of all of our gifts and all of our challenges. This is an important frequency right now because so often the things that get triggered in us most are also the places where our greatest gifts live. This bowl supports integration, self-acceptance, and trust in our soul path. This bowl carries Sedona Red Rock, Mount Shasta Serpentine, and Platinum, bringing together grounding, spiritual connection, and higher guidance, helping us feel supported as we step into new levels of embodiment and purpose. For intuition and emotional integration, we'll be working with the A bowls. My grounding A is Mount Shasta Serpentine with Platinum, which supports deep nervous system regulation, intuitive clarity, and grounding higher insight into the body. My high A is rhodochrosite platinum, a beautiful heart emotional alchemy that supports compassion, emotional healing, inner child work, and gentle release of stored emotional patterns. Together, these bowls create a soundscape that supports heart-led clarity, emotional integration, and nervous system safety, grounding and soul alignment, helping us soften our mental strain and into embodied trust. As you settle in, allow the sound to move through you in whatever way your body needs. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to fix, nothing to understand. Simply receive, breathe, and allow the vibrations to guide you back into coherence, balance, and presence. Alrighty, guys. So, let's begin by taking that nice deep breath into the belly from 2 feet above. Deep breath, exhaling 2 feet below into the ground. yourself now with love. Nurture yourself like that gentle mother or father figure to yourself that maybe you always needed. Let yourself know it's okay. It's okay to have these big feelings. There's nothing wrong. gentleness, that nurturing to yourself. If no one's told you today, I'm very proud of you for doing the hard work, for working on yourself, for integrating, for feeling the contractions and allowing yourself to expand and transmute through those things, knowing that it's all just showing you where your next step is, where the next path will lead, even if you can't quite see around the corner to your destination yet. Know that it is all serving you, serving your highest self and your greatest good. Once again, thank you for joining me and allowing me to serenade you on a Wednesday night. It's always such a pleasure to hold this space for you guys and give you guys some place to come, feel a little bit more grounded and embodied, to allow the vibrations of the bowls to line up your chakras and to do that deeper layer work. Remember to be gentle to yourselves within the overthinking that may be coming up for you right now, diving deeper into the heart and that loving vibration. Also, remember if you would like to book an in-person or virtual session, you can visit my website at starlotus.com. You can check out the services that I offer under the tab Services. Remember to check out that new album that I just released on all streaming platforms and the new visual video that I released on this YouTube channel as well. It's really freaking cool. You can also find my Etsy shop on my website, or you can just shoot me a DM if you're down here in South Florida and you can come shop in person, or I can make you a custom piece as well and ship it off to you, so it doesn't necessarily have to be through my shop online. You can just message me and we can make that work as well. Take one nice deep loving breath. Exhale that love out in all directions. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. It really helps the channel. And I look forward to seeing you guys next. I think I may not be here for the new moon coming up. That would be that week of February 11th there. I may not be going live for that one, but I'll be going live for the full moon that we have coming up. Remember, it's eclipse season, so be gentle to yourselves. We've got a lot of energy coming up in February, but with this integration and these videos that will be here on YouTube, we got this. We can get through it. You got this. Sending you all my love and blessings. Thank you so much for being